bombshell hit European football on Saturday, as Cristiano Ronaldo is reportedly asking out of Manchester United. Apparently, he believes that he should be playing Champions League football next season. As the Red Devils are set to play in the Europa League next season, Ronaldo really did not see himself playing in that competition. Thus it only makes sense that he asked to leave the club. Now, while Ronaldo is getting on in age, his 24-goal tally playing for a very poor United team might entice some teams to push for him. Here are the 3 best Cristiano Ronaldo destinations after asking to leave Manchester United. Ronaldo has not shied away from the English Premier League, playing there at the start of his career and also in the closing years of it. So, there is no doubt that Premier League clubs might be high on the list, and out of the teams that are set to play Champions League football next season, the only realistic option would be Chelsea. Liverpool and Manchester City are already set and Ronaldo might be varied to join direct rivals of his club, while Tottenham are likely not going to jeopardize Heung-min Son's playing time by adding another attacker up top. Thus, Chelsea makes the absolute most sense, and there is definitely a point to be made about the partnership of the Portuguese legend and the Blue London club. After Chelsea got taken over by Todd Boehly, the Chelsea fans were promised an aggressive transfer policy, one that would not be any different from the policy pursued by Roman Abramovich. Thus, opening the window with a massive signing like Cristiano Ronaldo for a team that really lacks a proven goalscorer would be the ideal start of the Boehly era in London. Ronaldo could be that player that brings tons of goals, something that was expected out of Romelu Lukaku. He has proven himself last season, playing well in a very poor Manchester United team, so it would not be hard to see Ronaldo dominating in Chelsea colours as well. Ronaldo has not shied away from the English Premier League, playing there at the start of his career and also in the closing years of it. So, there is no doubt that Premier League clubs might be high on the list, and out of the teams that are set to play Champions League football next season, the only realistic option would be Chelsea. Liverpool and Manchester City are already set and Ronaldo might be varied to join direct rivals of his club, while Tottenham are likely not going to jeopardize Heung-min Son's playing time by adding another attacker up top. Thus, Chelsea makes the absolute most sense, and there is definitely a point to be made about the partnership of the Portuguese legend and the Blue London club. After Chelsea got taken over by Todd Boehly, the Chelsea fans were promised an aggressive transfer policy, one that would not be any different from the policy pursued by Roman Abramovich. Thus, opening the window with a massive signing like Cristiano Ronaldo for a team that really lacks a proven goalscorer would be the ideal start of the Boehly era in London. Ronaldo could be that player that brings tons of goals, something that was expected out of Romelu Lukaku. He has proven himself last season, playing well in a very poor Manchester United team, so it would not be hard to see Ronaldo dominating in Chelsea colours as well. His critique is severely undermined by his own actions, ones that would be deemed immature if repeated by the younger players he looks down on. What the interview symbolized in the days it has been slowly released to the public, is the importance of identifying the right characters to bring into the dressing room and the pitfalls of the superstar at the top level. One of Todd Boehly's earliest actions at Stamford Bridge was to clean up the mess of the Romelu Lukaku signing, whose own controversial interview last year sparked controversy. He, like Ronaldo, quickly soured his reputation in a swift fashion, with making the eventual return to Inter Milan on loan the only healthy option. Lukaku had been bought for £97 the previous summer and was heralded as the man to resolve Chelsea's striking issues. His personality clashed with Thomas Tuchel, and after the interview, a large number of supporters has had enough of him. That incident should have been enough to give Boehly pause for thought on the characters being brought into Chelsea's dressing room. Even if the attraction of a superstar like Ronaldo might have tempted the new ownership over the summer, some of Chelsea's few transfer wins in recent years have been linked to recruiting the right characters, normally ones who haven't been classed as superstars and helped the team become greater than the sum of their parts. Edouard Mendy and Ben Chilwell come to mind with their involvement in the Champions League win in 2021, both becoming popular members of the squad amongst fans after joining in 2020. The maturity of Thiago Silva has equally provided consistent quality and experience to younger defenders around him, still managing to play at a high level despite passing the age of 38. The intangibles within why a transfer will or won't work are unpredictable and hard to nail down on a spreadsheet filled with advanced analytics. Both Chelsea and Manchester United have arguably succumbed to the lure of superstar power due to an undefined playing style and culture around the club, consistently trying to chase success with instant gratification. Shaping that identity with Graham Potter will be vital in the coming months, and hopefully, years, to clarify the type of characters Chelsea require to form a more reliable squad, something Manchester City have been able to master, despite spending vast amounts and winning titles repeatedly since 2018. Within the statement that accompanied the announcement of Graham Potter being confirmed as Chelsea's head coach, the words of Behdad Iqbali and Jose Feliciano detailed the key reason behind the change in head coach. "We are thrilled to partner with Graham to build a winning team," the quotes read. "One that embodies the culture of collaboration, innovation, teamwork, player development, and a commitment to excellence on and off the pitch." That need for alignment and vision was a key reason cited for the breakdown in communication with Thomas Tuchel over the summer. Todd Boehly reflected as much soon after in New York at the SALT conference, again reaffirming the need for a shared vision. Ronaldo's controversial interview with Piers Morgan on Talk TV has grabbed all the headlines for its explosive quotes and jabs at Rangnick, Manchester United, the Glazers and Erik ten Hag. Heading into the World Cup break, it has completely taken the attention away from United's win over Fulham in the Premier League on Sunday. Ronaldo has become a disruptive presence for ten Hag this season, not offering a lot on the pitch when called upon, but providing consistent disruption from the bench, having very publicly stormed down the tunnel after refusing to come off the bench in United's win over Spurs last month. He was subsequently left out of the squad to face Chelsea 3 days later. United look like a better team without Ronaldo this season, who has only contributed 3 goals so far, 2 of those coming in the Europa League. All of this is a sideshow Chelsea do not need. Not even getting into the tactical issues, a 37-year-old Ronaldo presents for a team who wants to counter-press. Ronaldo's actions reflect a priority for the individual rather than the collective. Chelsea are in a difficult moment. They need to find a sense of identity and consistency on and off the pitch. The actions of Ronaldo fail the test completely, meaning Boehly should stick to the principles that prompted him to appoint Potter in the first place. Cristiano Ronaldo continues to be linked with a return to the Premier League by the English press, with Chelsea currently placed as outsiders to land the Real Madrid star. While Jose Mourinho enjoyed a triumphant relationship with the Portuguese superstar at the Bernabeu, he isn't a realistic target for the Blues. Anthony Chapman of the Daily Express indicates Chelsea will need to deploy a significant sum and utilize Ronaldo's previous spell with Mourinho to make the deal happen, especially as Manchester United are thought to be favourites for his capture. It is believed that United have set aside as much as £60 million in a bid to bring Ronaldo back to England, and Louis van Gaal is ready to offer him a lucrative deal exceeding his current £290,000 weekly wage. However, reports now claim that Jose Mourinho has thrown his hat into the ring after forming a close bond with the 29-year-old during their time together in the Spanish capital. While Mourinho and Ronaldo certainly flourished together, winning 3 trophies during the manager's time in Spain, this is not a deal that can be considered likely. 2 main reasons block Ronaldo's path to Stamford Bridge: his cost and love of Manchester United. Chelsea are no longer a club who can throw endless money at anyone without repercussion. UEFA's financial fair play rules ensure Roman Abramovich's purse strings have been tightened along the quest to break even across multiple seasons. Manchester City and Paris Saint-Germain have already received hefty sanctions for failing to comply, leaving the English and French champions with fines to pay, squad limits and transfer caps. Chelsea dodged this bullet at the first time of asking and have consciously pushed unwanted players through the exit door to ensure Mourinho could sign who he wanted this summer. David Luiz's £50 million move to PSG was fantastic business from the Blues' point of view, as was the £32 million signing of Diego Costa and £30 million arrival of Cesc Fabregas. Prior to this, players such as Juan Mata and Kevin De Bruyne were sold for major profit, allowing Moreno to land Nemanja Matic, Kurt Zouma and Mohamed Salah. The boss crafted the squad in his imagia. It's versatile, wily and entertaining, but has done so without luring Chelsea into financial danger. Ronaldo would play a major role in dismantling that, especially if his reported £60 million fee and £300,000 per week wages are to be met. When it comes to sensible solutions, but not a lot of money, Bayern Munich is the path to go for Cristiano Ronaldo. After earning billions of euros around the world, playing in a wage-structured club, but one that is very stable and committed to continued success, might be good for the legendary striker. Also, with the ongoing situation with Robert Lewandowski, as he is pushing to leave the club, getting Ronaldo in would be a great move by the Bavarians. Granted, Ronaldo has not scored 40 or more league goals since the 2014-15 season, but he has played in more competitive leagues. Plus, Bayern also got Sadio Mane recently, so the burden of replacing Luwa would not just be on Ronaldo. When we look at everything from a distance, Ronaldo joining Bayern Munich really makes total sense. For the former Ballon d'Or winner, it is a new league, a new challenge, and the opportunity to play for the biggest club in 4 different countries. For Bayern, it would be a smart financial move, as the move would not cost a ton in transfer fees, but would generate millions more in advertising. His footballing ability might have taken a step back, but marketability for Ronaldo is still on an amazing level. Bayern Munich should at least consider bringing in Cristiano Ronaldo this summer. Manchester United will consider releasing Cristiano Ronaldo from his contract during the January transfer window, so long as he does not ask for the remainder of his deal to be paid out. United want to look at the full facts before deciding on possible action against Ronaldo, and amid reports the club are seeking legal advice to help them with their next move. One option appears to be ripping up his £560,000 a week contract. This, seemingly, is what Ronaldo is after, but what we may never know if United do go ahead and throw out his contract is whether he receives the rest of the money he would be owed until his contract expires. You would imagine United are exploring the possibility of ensuring this isn't the case, that Ronaldo simply cannot receive the remainder due to his actions. But whether that's the case remains to be seen. Of course, Ronaldo's agent Jorge Mendes had met with Bayern Munich last week. Ahead of the interview coming out, Bayern chiefs are said to have flown to England for talks, despite in the summer CEO Oliver Kahn claiming that signing Ronaldo does not fit their philosophy. Chelsea goalkeeper Edouard Mendy is said to be considering his future at the club. Following an injury to Mendy, Kepa Arrizabalaga has emerged as Graham Potter's number 1 since the head coach took charge in September, and now Mendy is exploring his options amid concerns over his playing time in the future. Mendy had been the undisputed first choice under former boss Thomas Tuchel. Hardly surprising, and sometimes there just isn't enough room at a club for 2 goalkeepers desperate to be number 1. Look at Manchester United, with David De Gea and Dean Henderson, for instance. Some are content on the bench, but evidently Mendy wants to play, so let's see what January brings. Bayern Munich transfer chiefs have already confirmed they have discussed signing Cristiano Ronaldo from Manchester United, but they will not be pursuing a move. Ronaldo is desperately seeking an exit from Old Trafford following his bombshell interview with Piers Morgan, in which he accused United of betrayal and trying to force him out. United may be in a position to tear up the superstar's contract if they are advised under employment law that his behavior is a serious enough breach of discipline. The Portuguese superstar is now hoping to engineer an exit during the January transfer window, but it's becoming increasingly difficult given the lack of suitors with Paris Saint-Germain among the clubs to rule themselves out of the running. Ronaldo's agent Jorge Mendes contacted multiple clubs over the summer months in a desperate attempt to secure a transfer but was unsuccessful. Ronaldo bagged 24 goals for United last year in his first season back at the club after a dozen years away. but the rest of the attacking players' form nosedived with his arrival as the Red Devils plummeted from successive top 3 finishes in the Premier League to 6th in 2021-22 and a whopping 11 points from the top 5 teams. Now just 3 months from his 38th birthday, Ronaldo's personal form has dipped significantly and he has found the net just 3 times, a2 coming against Moldovan side FC Sheriff Tiraspol in the Europa League, 1 from the penalty spot. The list of clubs who would want and can afford to sign Ronaldo appears to be diminishing further. He remains one of the world's highest paid footballers, but his form and physical decline is unlikely to prompt a great deal of interest. Bayern Munich CEO Oliver Kahn has already ruled out his club making a move for the player, despite reports of the German champions weighing up a move. Ronaldo is almost certain to depart Old Trafford in January following an explosive interview with Piers Morgan, due to be broadcast in full on Wednesday and Thursday night, in which he has openly criticized United's owners, manager and structure. Ronaldo himself is now away on World Cup duty with Portugal, but his agents, led by the renowned Jorge Mendes, are talking to potential suitors. The likes of Chelsea, Paris Saint-Germain and Sporting are again being linked with the 37-year-old, like they were throughout the summer, while Bayern were another team who previously assessed Ronaldo's situation, as he agitated for a move away from Old Trafford. Bayern officials flew to England as recently as last week to hold talks with Ronaldo and his agent, Jorge Mendes, about the possibility of him moving to the Allianz Arena. The 37-year-old has thrown his future at Old Trafford into huge doubt after slamming the club and manager Erik ten Hag in an explosive interview with Piers Morgan. First snippets of the extensive interview have been released on social media over the last couple of days, ahead the full, 90-minute chat being aired on Talk TV on Wednesday and Thursday evenings this week. Ronaldo insists that United have betrayed him and that ten Hag, who has regularly backed the Portugal captain in public, has no respect for him. Ronaldo wanted to leave United during the summer transfer window in pursuit of Champions League football, following United's disappointing relegation to the Europa League. Several clubs were linked with his signature but nothing concrete ever came to fruition. Bayern were among the clubs regularly linked with signing the striker, as were the likes of Chelsea and Napoli. However, Bayern chief executive Oliver Kahn recently admitted that, although Ronaldo's name was discussed internally by the club, they quickly dismissed the idea of attempting to sign him. Paris Saint-Germain have reportedly ruled out the possibility of signing Cristiano Ronaldo, who finds himself in desperate need of a new club. The 37-year-old striker has burned his bridges with Manchester United thanks to an explosive interview with Piers Morgan in which he slammed manager Erik ten Hag, criticized owners the Glazer family and targeted high-ranking officials. Both the club and Ronaldo now hope to engineer an exit during the January transfer window, but it's becoming increasingly difficult given the lack of suitors. Having snubbed the opportunity to sign the 5-time Ballon d'Or winner over the summer, when he first informed the Old Trafford hierarchy of his desire to leave, PSG's stance hasn't changed. CBS Sports report that the French champions still don't consider Ronaldo a target even after his jaw-dropping tirade, ending speculation of a long-awaited link-up with eternal rival Lionel Messi. Paris Saint-Germain have reportedly ruled out the possibility of signing Cristiano Ronaldo, who finds himself in desperate need of a new club. The 37-year-old striker has burned his bridges with Manchester United thanks to an explosive interview with Piers Morgan in which he slammed manager Erik ten Hag, criticized owners the Glazer family and targeted high-ranking officials. Both the club and Ronaldo now hope to engineer an exit during the January transfer window, but it's becoming increasingly difficult given the lack of suitors. Having snubbed the opportunity to sign the 5-time Ballon d'Or winner over the summer, when he first informed the Old Trafford hierarchy of his desire to leave, PSG's stance hasn't changed. CBS Sports report that the French champions still don't consider Ronaldo a target even after his jaw-dropping tirade, ending speculation of a long-awaited link-up with eternal rival Lionel Messi. A return to Sporting Lisbon could be on the cards if Ronaldo is willing to take a significant wage cut on his £480,000 a week salary. The former Real Madrid and Juventus talisman came through Sporting's ranks as a teenager, and boss Ruben Amorim has insisted that Ronaldo remains a popular figure in Lisbon. "Everyone at Sporting likes him, there's not much to say," Amorim stated, via O Jogo, in response to talk of a return. He himself says he wants to do things in peace to follow his future. He will decide his future. "I won't be here telling you how things are for me." In the summer, it became obvious that things don't all pass me by. There's the club, there's the structure. He's a Manchester United player. The 37-year-old Portuguese international wants to quit Old Trafford, and Spanish newspaper Marca reports the player as saying, "I know the door is open. I see myself playing at the Parc des Princes, in front of 50,000 Portuguese emigrants. It would be fantastic." PSG are now run with Luis Campos at the helm of their transfer strategy, so a move for Ronaldo would not fit their new modus operandi. However, with the controversy over Kylian Mbappé continuing, they might find that they need a new superstar, and teaming Ronaldo with Lionel Messi for a season would offer a remarkable season. Paris Saint-Germain has ruled out the possibility of signing Cristiano Ronaldo, who is in desperate need of a new team, due to an explosive interview with Piers Morgan in which he attacked manager Erik ten Hag, the Glazer family, and high-ranking officials. The 37-year-old striker has severed ties with Manchester United. Now that there aren't many suitors, Ronaldo and the club are hoping to engineer a transfer during the January transfer window, but it's getting harder and harder. PSG's position hasn't changed after they passed up the chance to sign the 5-time Ballon d'Or winner over the summer when he first informed the Old Trafford hierarchy of his desire to leave. CBS Sports report that the French champions still don't consider Ronaldo a target even after his jaw-dropping tirade, ending speculation of a long-awaited link-up with eternal rival Lionel Messi. Before sensationally re-signing for United last summer, the Portuguese megastar believed that the door was open for a move to Paris, despite rumors of interest. The Ligue 1 powerhouses have now categorically rejected a transfer. Instead, PSG will concentrate on other targets and trying to extend star player Messi's contract past the end of the current campaign. The future of Ronaldo, the captain of Portugal, is uncertain as the World Cup draws near. No club has emerged as a serious contender for his signature, despite the sad end of his second stint at Old Trafford with United's decision to part ways. After meeting with Ronaldo's agent, Jorge Mendes, over the summer, Chelsea owner Todd Boehly was considering a deal, but former Blues manager Thomas Tuchel ultimately decided against including the 5-time Ballon d'Or winner in his squad. It remains to be seen if Boehly could persuade Ronaldo's current manager, Graham Potter, to add him to his squad, but it seems unlikely given that the Portuguese megastar has only scored one Premier League goal this year and is obviously in decline. If Cristiano Ronaldo is willing to take a significant pay cut from his £480,000 weekly salary, a return to Sporting Lisbon may be in the cards. The former Real Madrid and Juventus talisman came through Sporting's ranks as a teenager, and boss Ruben Amorim has insisted that Ronaldo remains a popular figure in Lisbon. "Everyone at Sporting likes him, there's not much to say," Amorim stated, via O Jogo, in response to talk of a return. He himself says he wants to do things in peace to follow his future. He will decide his future. "I won't be here telling you how things are for me." In the summer, it became obvious that things don't all pass me by. There's the club, there's the structure. He's a Manchester United player. Ronaldo's time at Old Trafford looks to be ending following his explosive interview earlier this week where he criticized the club and manager Erik ten Hag, with sources telling ESPN that ten Hag recommended that the 37-year-old shouldn't play for United anymore. It now seems the Red Devils are setting their sights on PSG's Mbappé. United were reportedly looking to sign a new forward in the summer, when Ronaldo's contract was set to end, but the fallout of his comments means it could become a January endeavor. The club could have the financial capabilities to pay the negation $150 million or more that it would take to bring Mbappé from PSG. as well as paying his reported denegation 1,000,000 per week wages with significant performance-based bonuses. Mbappé extended his contract at PSG in the spring after constant links with Real Madrid. Paris Saint-Germain has turned down an offer to sign Manchester United superstar Cristiano Ronaldo, according to ESPN's Julian Lawrence. Ronaldo's agent, Jorge Mendes, offered him to PSG, but the Parisians don't feel the Portuguese forward is the right signing at this moment and the club doesn't have enough space in their wage bill to pay him. Lawrence added, "It would not make sense for the Parisians to pursue Ronaldo with an attack that already includes Kylian Mbappé, Lionel Messi and Neymar." The club's new manager, Christophe Galtier, will already have a tough enough time putting those three on the pitch together as he prefers a three-man defense, which will result in the club running a 3-5-2 or 3-4-1-2 formation. In addition to PSG, Bayern Munich turned down the opportunity to sign Ronaldo this summer. Oliver Kahn, CEO of the Bundesliga powerhouse, said earlier this month that adding the 37-year-old would not fit with our philosophy. "As much as I appreciate Cristiano Ronaldo as one of the greatest, a transfer would not fit into our philosophy," Kahn told German magazine Kicker. Premier League side Chelsea have also shown interest in Ronaldo this summer, with new owner Todd Boehly having met with his agent to discuss the possibility of the Portuguese international joining the club. However, Blues manager Thomas Tuchel is reluctant to bring in Ronaldo for 2022-23. According to the Daily Mail's Joe Bernstein, Ronaldo requested a transfer from Manchester United earlier this month, according to Duncan Castles of The Times. He is said to be frustrated by the club's lack of activity in the transfer market this summer and also wants to play for a team that competes in the UEFA Champions League. Manchester United finished the 2021-22 season 6th in the Premier League table, and the Red Devils were eliminated from the Champions League in the round of 16 with a 2-1 loss on aggregate to Atletico Madrid. The Red Devils will not compete in the Champions League in 2022-23 following this year's disappointing finish. Despite rumors surrounding Ronaldo, Manchester United manager Erik ten Hag has insisted that he is off-limits, telling reporters earlier this week that he is still very much a part of the club's strategy. "We are planning for Cristiano Ronaldo for the season and that's it. I'm looking forward to working with him. I have read that he wants to leave, but what I say is Cristiano is not for sale. He is in our plans and we want success together. I spoke with him before this issue came up. I had a conversation with him and I had a good talk. That is between Cristiano and me. What I can confirm is we had a really good conversation together." Ronaldo also reiterated his commitment to the Red Devils last month, saying the club will soon be championship caliber once again and that his motivation is to carry on and keep working hard. Ronaldo is in his second stint with Manchester United after having played for the club from 2003 to 2009 before moving on to play for La Liga's Real Madrid and Serie A's Juventus. During the 2021-22 campaign, he tallied 24 goals across all competitions,